Hello, and welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Butterfly. We are here on GTA 5 Online, the enhanced version. So if you guys need reference at all, I'm on the Xbox Series S, running in fidelity mode. So the topic of the video, though, is what I find to be the most beneficial things when it comes to the career builder. Right off the bat, gun runner, I'm gonna highly suggest that. I know that the nightclub and everything else might have gotten small buffs, but I don't think that they're anything to compare to the gun runner. I've had my fair share of money spent on all these things on my other account. I've spent countless times just mind boggled as to what to do in GTA Online, and I always found myself doing the bunker and everything else the most. So with that said, gun runner, and then the bunker that I'd highly suggest is the Chumash bunker. In my personal account, higher level one, I was dumb, decided to have the bunker all the way up in Sandy Shores initially, and it's a terrible decision. So I highly suggest the Chumash bunker because it's just before the army base. So it's pretty close to the city and not too far from the desert, and it's a pretty convenient spot. So with that, you're going to want to go ahead and snag the MOC. Mainly, initially, what I think that the MOC is good for is the fact that the cab is basically a tank, because it'll be very convenient for whenever it comes to maybe doing haulage missions. You can snag the cab, go pick up the trailer with that cab, and you could probably make it all the way, not get bothered by a jet, not get bothered by a Mark II, nothing. Then you're going to have to go ahead and pick up a car. All the cars to me were personally junk, so I went ahead and snagged the Vapid Bobcat XL. It's a $23,000 truck, super cheap, just to get you by, that way you have something checkmarked. Then you'll load into the game anyway, and you'll have a penumbra, so it doesn't really matter. And honestly, I just disregarded these vehicles entirely because I just trucked my way through the tutorial and went ahead and snagged the Elegy, because I'm pretty sure that the Elegy is a better vehicle than the Penumbra anyway. So if you guys want to go ahead and do that yourselves, I'd highly suggest it. And then as well, if you are migrating your account over, you will be able to get that new car, the S95, I'm pretty sure is what it is called, for free. So if you want to go ahead and get that, it's even faster, but I feel like the traction and the handling isn't that good. So that's honestly your own personal preference. Whatever you feel is beneficial to you, go ahead and do so. But I will add, I did go ahead and get that car for free, and then went ahead and sold it because you can sell it for around $186,000. So if your main goal is to get to the submarine as fast as possible, then I highly suggest just going ahead, snagging it, and selling it, because in the end, if your main priority isn't just having all these cars, you want to go ahead, get to the submarine as fast as possible. That way you can make the big bucks and then go ahead and have fun with all that money later. Then I highly suggest just going ahead, getting that car and selling it so you can have that money to put towards maybe your bunker supplies or whatever else. Because personally, that's what I did. Got that money and utilized it for my bunker supplies. That way I didn't have to waste time on stealing supplies, because in that time you could probably do some haulage, and you can also do the short trip missions. They give you 100K each time, and I'm pretty sure if it's your first time, you also get a bonus of 100K. I'm not entirely sure if my game was just glitched out or what it was though, because I did these missions about 6 times, and each time I ended up getting an initial 100K, and then probably like 4 minutes or 5 minutes after the fact, it gave me another 100K, and then I also got some RP that was related to the mission. So I'm not entirely sure if that was supposed to happen. I thought that maybe it was just an initial 100K bonus for doing the missions just once, but seemingly it seemed as if I was getting 200K for each mission every single time I played it. So I mean, you guys could go ahead, give it a try, let me know what happened with you, but that's what happened with me. Now, enough of the money making methods because it is going to take you a minute till you even get there. But back to the whole entire setup, we're on the weapons page. Honestly, this is just your personal preference. If you want to know what I picked, I went ahead and picked the homing launcher, the heavy shotgun, and the special carbine. They're just good for the money. It's the biggest bang for your buck. You have just a little bit of everything. You've got a good shotgun, you've got a decent assault rifle, and you actually have a homing launcher right off the bat, so you have something explosive. Since you won't be able to get grenades, you won't be able to get sticky bombs right off the bat. So I highly suggest those if you'd like, but it's honestly your personal preference. And then, like I said, the main goal of all this is to get to the submarine as fast as you possibly can. And so I found all this to be the most beneficial choices and the most beneficial things to get you there as fast as possible. And then just to do a slight little recap, you're going to go ahead, pick Gun Runner. You're going to pick the Chumash bunker because it's kind of in the middle of the entire map. You're going to pick the MOC because the cab is pretty beneficial whenever it comes to the haulage missions. Then aside that, you're going to go ahead and pick the Vapid Bobcat XL just so it's a cheap vehicle. That way you can get something checkmarked off. Then the homing launcher, heavy shotgun, and special carbine. Then once you've completed all your tutorial mission and you have your bunker all set up, get all your supplies rolling. That way they can get manufactured and you can get some passive money going on. And then while all that's going on and it's being manufactured, go ahead and play the short trip missions. Or you can go ahead and do haulage and utilize your cab from your MOC for that. That way you can actually stay alive and not get blown up. And then, like I said, the main goal in the end is to get to the submarine. When you've gone ahead and chosen all these options, you will then make it into GTA Online after you complete the tutorial with just about $2,000 shy of $1 million. So you're going to basically be stepping into GTA Online with a fresh account and right around $1 million, and you didn't even really have to do anything for it besides make another account. Honestly, if you guys found this helpful at all, and if you gave this a shot yourselves, then definitely hit the like button. I'd greatly appreciate it. Or if you have your own opinions and you have better options by chance, go ahead and leave those down in the comments below. I'd greatly appreciate that. And yeah, as always, spread love, radiate positivity, and try to smile. See ya.